Hello, everyone. We are reporting from Tai Po's Wangford Court. This afternoon, a deadly fire caused at least 4 people dead and 5 injured as multiple residential buildings caught on fire. About an hour ago, the Fire Services Department raised the level of the fire in Tai Po from level 4 to number 5, which is the highest fire level in Hong Kong. We learned that at least 4 people are dead, including 1 firefighter, and 3 others are in critical condition. The fire has been going on for hours since the Fire Services Department first received reports about it at around 2:51 p.m. We spoke to a resident of Wangford Court just now. He told us that the scaffolding around these buildings were put up about 1.5 to 2 years ago, as these decades-old residential estate needed a large-scale renovation. The maintenance work was set to be completed in 3 to 6 months, he said. This resident, Mr. Ng, told us that he has spent all his life living in this housing estate. He's in his 40s now, and he teared up as he was speaking to us just now, because he told us after learning about the fire, he left work and came back home immediately. He stood from a safe distance watching each building in this estate caught on fire one by one. He said he believed his own flat has been engulfed by the fire. He said the most valuable things in his home would probably be cash and also some documents. He said a lot of his neighbors are elderly people. A lot of them seem to have been evacuated safely. He said he hasn't learned that about anyone who didn't get out safely. His own family members, including elderly, were able to leave their home safely before their home was caught on fire. Right now, I'm standing in a park from a safe distance away from the fire site. As you can see, a lot of people, many are residents in Tai Po or even perhaps residents of the Wangfuk Court, are watching the fire. A lot of them are taking photos, taking videos. Many fire services department trucks, ambulances, and police vehicles are parked on the main road. The government also opened temporary shelters nearby for residents in need. To recap, we are currently standing near the site of a deadly fire in a housing estate in Tai Po, Wangfuk Court. Multiple buildings in this residential estate caught on fire this afternoon. The Fire Services Department declared this fire to be a number 5 alarm, which is the highest level in Hong Kong for fires. Even though we're standing from a distance from the fire site, we can definitely smell, there's definitely some pungent smell from time to time. As mentioned earlier, we spoke with a resident who lives in Wangfuk Court. He told us a lot of the residents in this housing estate are elderly people. And according to him, a lot of them were able to get out safely. Many were evacuated. Just now we spoke with another Tai Po resident who doesn't live in this housing estate, but he has friends and family members who live there. He said they were quite lucky since they were not at home when the fire started. They were evacuated safely, but they were not able to go back to their home to retrieve their belongings. Some of his friends who live in Wangfuk Court are gonna stay in a hotel tonight, while others are seeking refuge at the homes of other family members. Firefighting operation is still underway, but as you can see, the buildings are still engulfed in flames and blaze. Earlier, we heard the breakage of bamboo sticks, which is actually from the bamboo scaffolding that's covering most of these buildings. A resident told us that the scaffolding was put up around 2 years ago because this housing estate, which is decades old, needed a large-scale maintenance and renovation. He said the renovation work was due to be completed in 3 to 6 months before the whole housing estate caught on fire. To recap again, this is Hong Kong Free Press reporting on the ground from Tai Po. Today, Wangfuk Court, which is a housing estate in Tai Po, caught on fire, and this fire has so far killed at least 4 people, including a firefighter. 3 others were injured. The government set up temporary shelters nearby, and a firefighting operation is underway. We can't really get any closer to the site because the police has cordoned off the areas. Also, a lot of roads leading to the fire site has been blocked. As you can see here, this is a park near the housing estate. A lot of people are here watching the fire, many of them taking photos and videos. As you can see, police have set up cordons, barring people from getting too close to the site. The fire has been going on for hours since the Fire Services Department first received reports about it at around 2:51 p.m. today on Wednesday. it has been classified as a number 5 alarm, which is the highest level in Hong Kong. As you can see, there are a lot of ambulances, fire trucks, and police vehicles parked nearby. This is another angle showing the fire site. Here we can see a police mobile command unit. Behind this truck, there are many fire trucks and ambulances. This is a park near Wang Fuk Court where multiple residential buildings were engulfed in flame on Wednesday afternoon. We spoke with a resident of Frankfurt Court earlier, and he said this residential estate has a lot of elderly residents, and based on his knowledge, he learned that most of them were able to evacuate from their home safely. We also asked him about what he thought the government could do to help residents who lost their homes. He said he had no idea because he just watched his home turned into basically nothing by the fire. So it was impossible for him to think of any remedies or solutions that the government could do to help him and his family at this point. He was also a bit emotional when we were talking just now because this resident has lived in Wang Fuk Court for around 40 years since he was born. When he rushed back home from work after learning about the fire, he said he stood from a distance and he watched these buildings caught on fire one by one. Many people are still looking at the fire site from a distance in a park near Wang Fuk Court. Police cordon were set up to bar people from getting too close. We will continue to report from the ground, and please stay tuned for more updates on our social media account and on our website. Thank you for watching.